How's it going, guys? Today I'm releasing my beginner's guide. This won't be any ordinary guide. I won't teach you that left will make your character move left. But this video is going to be about simple tactics and game sense that you need as a beginner player to win games. Guys, please, if you like the video and its content, make sure to leave a like and maybe subscribe if you want more Freestyle 2 content. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I need you new players to understand is positions. Positions in Freestyle 2 are very important. They set the limits of your character and the role that you will end up fulfilling. In Freestyle 2, there are 5 main positions and 3 positions that are more or less combinations of 2 different positions. So for our guard positions, we have point guard and dual guard. Dual guard is one of those classes that blur the lines, as a dual guard can either be defensive or offensive. Now this isn't to say that it's impossible to have an offensive point guard, but the fact of the matter is that dual guard can also fulfill the role of the next role, as well as the role of a guard for your team. Next up are our scoring positions. They are as follows: small forward, shooting guard, and the in-between swingman. Also keep in mind that a correctly statted and built dual guard can also be considered a scoring class, and that should be kept in mind. Scorers are, well, reliable scorers. The guard of the team will usually feed the ball to the scorer and let him do his work. Scorers are adept at driving and shaking off pesky defense that often muddies up scoring from a guard. You should always take note of any scorers and try and understand their playstyle and where their strengths and weaknesses are. And lastly, we have our bigs. The positions are control tower, power forward, and center. The role of the big is usually to open and close the defense of the opposing team and to create new plays that are simply impossible with just a guard and a scorer. Bigs are impenetrable walls that can either support their own team or become a wrecking ball for the opposing team. Right, so luckily we have some good teammates here. We have Hyojin as the point guard and Azafish as the power forward. So hopefully we'll be able to show you guys some pretty good things here today. Okay, so here's a really quick play that's almost a standard. As the scorer of the team, I quickly move away from the other defenders to try and force what's known as ISO. This puts just me and my defender all alone where he can't receive any help from his teammates. But on the same hand, I can only get so much help from my teammates as well. Notice Uzza feeds the ball to me, and as the big, positions himself to be able to make many different plays. He can get ready for a rep, come in for the screen, or clear out space for me to drop through the lane. Notice how he chose the optimal default stance for a big, near the goal, threatening but not impeding. Hyojin, our guard, also sets herself up perfectly to be able to assist me should I get caught up in my defender's defense and can no longer dribble. She is far away enough not to impede the ISO, but close enough to receive a pass if need be. Okay, so you might have missed that. Uzza actually performs what's known as a double team. Double teams are really effective because Uzza has a really high block and tussle stat compared to me. What this does is it forces the scorer to choose which lane to play and usually into a bad choice. This double team falls apart quickly when I fail to track my defender, it leads into a bad pass, leading to opportunities for my guard to make a turnover. Okay, so this pass back here is very important for most players to understand. My guard notices that after I failed the pump fake, I could no longer dribble, but I still have the opportunity to score, so she sends the ball back my way instead of making any risky plays that might end up in a turnover. After this, I still end up missing the shot. One tip is that you will miss shots in this game. It's a given. But instead of my team panicking or getting upset at each other, we play simply and still make a comeback rather easily. So here, this is a very simple play. So Uzza gets a turnover after a block and sends the ball my way. My defender, who's lagging behind, is running towards me. This guy is really nervous, so I know here that I should make a pump fake. So here, I did the pump fake and made a really quick 3. People, when they run at you, will be nervous. So always stay calm and try and make the best decision you can. Alright, so at the end here, I really do lag out. I know, my internet's horrible, but anyways, as you can see, like, just making simple plays can get you a lead. We ended up winning the game with a 10-point lead. And, yeah, like, we didn't panic. No one got flustered, no one got upset. All it is just playing simply, making good decisions, and playing off your teammates' strengths. Alright, well, that's gonna be it today for the guide. I'm hoping everyone enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, maybe comment, give me some positive feedback, some negative feedback, constructive criticism. It's all welcome. Alright, see you guys next time.